And welcome back to the Two Words podcast, where we're talking about the White Rabbit. It's been like the last month or so.
Yeah.
There's been some spatterings, some sprinklings, some sprinklings of this White Rabbit. You know, Matt, you kind of have all of the information compiled, so I'm going to kind of let you...
Yeah, I've done a massive deep dive. I've got every single thing that I think has happened.
He looks like Charlie Day from that episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Who is Pepe Silva?
I've got all this information, so we're going to go through it bit by bit. I'll try and go fast. I don't want to drag this out forever, but there's a lot of info here.
All right, hit me.
But I've got my conclusion of who it is, too, so let's get to it. The inevitable conclusion I believe we're going to get to with all these teases and cryptic stuff is that Bray...
Hold up. So what is happening?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
I'm just giving you the
Okay. We're Tarantinoing it.
This is going to be Bray Wyatt returning. And I know there's a lot of people who are saying this is no. We've had this enough. I'm done thinking Bray Wyatt's coming back. I was one of those people.
You posted it from our Facebook the other day.
Yeah, I did. But let me prove my case, okay? First thing that happened was, and what has been happening at every Raw and SmackDown, but only during commercials, thus fan-made cell phone video is our only proof, and it's also happened at some house shows, is that the lights go out in the arena and a instrumentless version of Jefferson Airplane's White Rabbit begins playing. The crowd instinctively puts up their cell phones, giving a real Firefly vibe to the arena.
Okay.
And when the word remember is sung, the red lights come on and bathe the entire arena.
Remember.
Until the song is over, which, as we recall, the red lights was The Fiend's gimmick. Even most of his matches were fought under those red lights.
I would leave. Like, if that happened at a house show, I would get up out of my seat and I would leave.
So speculation after that part was it was either Karrion Kross or Bray Wyatt.
Okay.
Karrion Kross because he used to wrestle under the name White Rabbit. Speculation being that he is coming back with that persona either completely or as an occasional thing a la Finn Balor's Demon. Bray Wyatt because, again, the Firefly vibes of the song in the arena, the red lights, and the word remember. And going deeper, a couple months ago, Bray, who typically doesn't tweet these kinds of things, tweeted two questions to his followers. The first was, anyone on here know anything about Self, Arkansas? Followed by, if you are a local and can navigate to the Devil's Hole, please let me know. When you Google Self, Arkansas, the Devil's Hole, the first result is a forum discussion about the Devil's Hole Cave in Self, Arkansas. The moderator of that thread is White Rabbit.
I was about to Google that, and I just have absolutely no interest in Googling that.
All right. Next section. 2 weeks ago on Raw, a QR code was spotted twice in the background of the show. Once on a sign in the crowd, and once on some equipment box behind Austin Theory with the words, "Come with me," over it. This code took you to a video that had you push play, and before you push play, the play button was surrounded by a red circle, and the screen... and the screen was a checkerboard pattern falling inwardly into a big hole with the words "Feed your head" in the middle. You click play, the White Rabbit jumps in, and we see a game of Hangman being played, with the rabbit jumping across the alphabet to guess the answer to the question, who killed the world? The first 5 letters he jumps on are D-E-M-O-N, demon, and then he jumps on X, and all of those receive a purple X over them, giving the hangman all the parts but the last leg. The rest of the letters are chosen correctly, spelling out "you did." The bunny wins. Then we see 9/23 and 9:23 flash back and forth with the White Rabbit having a red eye on the time code clicks. This pointed to something happening on September 23rd at 9:23 p.m. during SmackDown. We were also shown the matchup images for Extreme Rules that night, where the one between Matt Riddle and Seth Rollins had a faint image of Wyatt's original lantern in the background. Unmistakable. His original lantern, and it's only on that image. Lastly, we saw Alexa in a match having a rough time fighting. The commentators were pretty rough on her too, saying that she's obviously lost a step, blah, blah, blah. And during that match, the lights went out for a brief moment and then came back on. Okay. New speculation after that. It's either Bray Wyatt, Karrion Kross, Edge, or the Demon Finn Balor. Karrion Kross because of the use of the hourglass in the video in the corner.
Okay.
Edge because, well, he's gone again and they did a creepy thing for his last return.
For no reason.
Right. The demon version of Finn Balor because the purple X's and the spelling out of the word demon in the game. Bray Wyatt because of the red circles, which he has been using as on his Twitter for months now as part of his personal branding. The red eye on the rabbit as well, such as those as the Fiend has. The unfinished hangman looks like an arrow pointing up to a circle. The font used for "You Did the Answer" is the same font used on one of Bray Wyatt's first t-shirts. Then, of course, up to a circle. Then, of course, the lantern and the lights flickering during Alexa's match also point to Wyatt. And just the use of the word world, given its ties to Bray's use of "He's Got the Whole World in His Hands" is one of the songs he used to sing. And
Eater
the
of
nickname,
Worlds.
The Eater of the Worlds, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Jump to Friday on SmackDown, 9:23. Nothing happened at 9:23. In fact, the show was at commercial. And this was not a commercial where they did the White Rabbit song while they were gone. Nothing happened. But we did get a new QR code, once again shown twice. It quickly flashed on the screen in one of the backstage hit row segments. It was also on a podium later on. This is one that led to a flash... This one led to a minigame, where you took the White Rabbit and led him through a maze to dodge fire to get to a red door. Once you reached it, you saw an open red door, and the rabbit jumped through it. We were then given a big white rabbit with a large red eye and the word patricide, along with a set of coordinates for the next town Raw will be in. Interesting enough, earlier in the day, a Reddit user who had just created their account and then quickly deleted it leaked that the game was available at www.com/feedyourhead before the show, before the QR code. And it was all the same, except it was the word coal, not patricide. That link was dead before SmackDown began. Speculation here. It's either Bray Wyatt, Karrion Kross, Edge, or Dominic Mysterio. Karrion Kross because the closest segment to the time of 2:23 involved Karrion and Scarlett threw a fireball at Drew McIntyre, thus maybe that's why the fire is in the maze.
Okay.
Edge because, well, again, no real reason other than he dashed our hopes the last time there was something creepy. Oh, it's not Bray Wyatt, it's Edge.
Yeah.
Dominic because of the word patricide, which means to kill your father. When, this happened with him lately. Okay. Bray Wyatt because of the open red door within the hole the bunny jumped down into originally. Bray Wyatt's Twitter bio at the time, and I think still currently, is "He who opens the doors below." And as for the term patricide, Bray Wyatt's first big character building vignette was him talking about his father dying in the woods when he was a kid, and it was implied that it was Bray's doing. Fun stuff. All right.
Man.
Number 4, last big event was this past Raw. Saw a new QR code in 2 places. One was at the announce table, and the other flashed on the TV screen. At like everybody's TV screen, not a TV screen in the background, but everyone's TV screen as Dominic was coming into the ring during his father's match, or the arena rather. This could account for both the words Cole and patricide. Cole being a sneaky reference to Michael Cole, or rather the announcer's desk. Yeah. And patricide alluding to Dominic recently turning on his father. That those words just being there to say, hey, that's where the QR codes are going to be, kind of thing. Maybe. But this code led you to a TikTok video, which you sent me, but I had already seen. TikTok video on the account _come with me. And it was a spliced up video with different WWE personalities saying one word each of the phrase, "Who killed the world? You did, feed your head, feed your head." The The title of the video was a set of coordinates that led you to a creepy giant pink floppy bunny that is an actual weird attraction in Italy somewhere. The zip code 40701 also flashed on the screen in the video, and this is not the site of the next SmackDown. Instead, it is the zip code for a town called Corbin, Kentucky.
Okay.
Okay. Also, though the TikTok is real, the QR code actually sent you to a page with the video embedded in it. Someone got into the source code of that page, and it said in the source code, "No man is ever truly good, no man is ever truly evil," which are the lyrics from Malachi Black's old WWE theme song. Now here's where it gets fun. Some internet sleuths discovered a record company in Corbin, Kentucky called White Rabbit Records, which by all accounts is a legit record company. While the White Rabbit Records YouTube account put up a video just after Raw that was just a 2-second video of the zip code 04062, the zip code for the city, Windham, Maine. The URL of the White Rabbit video also had the code 930WYG in it, which correlates to SmackDown tomorrow, 9:30 being the date, and YWG being the airport code for Winnipeg Airport, the site of SmackDown tomorrow night.
And there was one other video ever posted to that YouTube account, right? There was one on the White Rabbit Records YouTube page. There is one video. It is of Jefferson Airplane singing White Rabbit.
Right.
And it was posted 15 years ago.
Right. That's also
what the heck is going on? I am terrified.
Also, fun note that I don't think is part of the fun, but like it's fun to note that Winnipeg was where Bray Wyatt had his last match before he became the Fiend, and it was against Baron Corbin. Ooh. So we've seen Corbin and Winnipeg being the two cities. So speculation with that, it's either Bray Wyatt, Malachi Black, or Baron Corbin.
Fair enough.
Corbin, because he disappeared a few weeks ago with JBL, and we haven't seen him since.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. He came back as, what was his original gimmick?
Lone Wolf.
Lone Wolf.
Yeah.
Lone Wolf Corbin returning. Malachi Black, due to the obvious hidden reference to his old theme song in the source code. And Bray Wyatt, because, well, Windham, Maine being his real being his real name.
We're always looking for a reason for Bray Wyatt to return too.
Right.
Yeah.
So as we stand, several people are speculated. Some have been debunked. Karrion Kross was asked about it and straight up said it wasn't him. He said, "Look, it's cool that people remember, what I did
My
back
stuff
in
from Lucha
Underground, but but he said, like, don't, just keep watching," is essentially what he said. So essentially saying it wasn't him, and I believe it. Why would they change his gimmick after just bringing him back a couple months ago with his NXT gimmick that the fans love?
Yeah.
It would be dumb to change that up so soon. Edge returned this past Raw with nothing about White Rabbit pointing to him at all, so he's out. Malachi Black, like we said in the previous segment, though pretty much out of AEW, still technically under contract, if not till 2025, I think it's 2024 maybe, long enough that this would make no sense to do this early. As fun as this ARG thing is, WWE can't drag it out for months, let alone years. It's not Dominic. I think the only clue pointing to him was just about the QR code that was going to flash on the next show. Baron Corbin is highly unlikely. I think it might have been a coincidence or a deliberate red herring, like the Malachi Black lyrics. Balor, specifically the Return of the Demon, is an okay guess. But there are so many more clues that don't seem to point to him at all.
Yeah.
So bottom
There's also
line,
no reason.
Yeah. So bottom line, so far, the vast majority of clues point in one direction. Bray Wyatt is coming back. The red lights, the red circle, the red eyes, Alexa Bliss's lights flickering, the lantern in the pay-per-view image, the tweets, the opening of the door, the shirt front, the zip code for Windham, Maine. To me, it feels overwhelming. Plus the fact that we know that Wyatt has been talking with pretty much all of the major promotions, and none can get even close to his desired salary. WWE can and might be the most willing to, and they have been in active talks in recent months. And honestly, if it's not Wyatt, the WWE universe is going to riot.
It's going to burn this place to the ground.
Simply because of all the evidence for him. It'd be cruel to have all this obvious Bray Wyatt clue stuff going on just for it to not be him. It'd be like your mom hinting that you're going to have pizza for dinner all day. And then you get home and she gives you a pizza Lunchable. Technically pizza, not what you were expecting.
The worst.
Pizza Lunchables are fine. Not what I wanted for dinner.
Yeah.
Demon Finn Balor would be great. Not what I wanted.
Yeah. So two things. If you go to WWE.com/ or WWEshop.com, they are selling White Rabbit t-shirts.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
So this is something that's legitimately like we've got to be coming to an end here.
Oh, yes. We've got a report on that as well.
Okay.
So to wrap all this up, go ahead.
So there was one rumor that I heard, and maybe you can debunk. Maybe you have debunked this already. The one rumor is that when Bray Wyatt does come back, the idea is that he would essentially put together his own faction of his Firefly Funhouse puppets.
That's been a rumor. Yeah.
Come to life, and so your Karrion Kross would be playing. What was the rabbit's name?
I don't remember any of the puppets' names.
You had Huskus, Mercy the Buzzard, Abby the Witch.
Oh wow, yeah, you're right.
And
then that rabbit he kept killing.
Yeah, and there was a rumor that it was Karrion Kross. Scarlet would be the witch.
Because it's the Scarlet Witch.
Because Scarlet Witch.
Braun was going to be Huskus, wasn't he?
Braun was going to be Huskus, and who was going to be Mercy the Buzzard? I could not remember.
I don't remember.
But
I've seen the rumor. Yeah.
Dexter Loomis.
Dexter Loomis, you're right.
Dexter Loomis.
I've seen the rumor. I haven't seen anything to really kind of confirm or lead that direction.
I think that's just fan fiction.
It would be fun, but also, well, I mean, it would be cool having just like all the weirdos, all the intense weirdos in one faction.
Yeah.
Like a rock and roll version of the Oddities. But the report that we've got is when the big reveal is going to be. And this is coming from Fightful Select, which has a pretty decent track record of, getting this stuff right. Says that those in the know have claimed that the White Rabbit will be revealed at Extreme Rules on October 8th. If the person behind the White Rabbit tease will be in Philadelphia or not is unknown. So it might be a real appearance of the person coming out. It might just be a reveal in another vignette.
Okay.
Like an obvious, like, it's me and I'm coming for you kind of thing.
What if it's Vince McMahon?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't you dare. We are going to see Vince McMahon one more time. Have you seen
McMahon
that?
Or something.
Have you seen? They're going to do like a big farewell, thank you, Vince kind of thing at a pay-per-view.
Well, good for them.
Anyway, if I had to guess when it would happen on that pay-per-view, I would guess it would be during the Riddle-Rollins match because that's where the lantern is featured. You know, that's the only image that has that. And if we are diving into a storyline like right away, it could be an attack on either one of them, right? Because they had a kind of an unfinished beef with Seth Rollins because Seth Rollins just buried the Fiend literally in ladders and junk.
Yeah.
And that was a crappy ending to that match. And then the Fiend could also be like taking revenge against Randy Orton by attacking and kidnapping Orton's best bro. That would be a fun start to but of course that's all speculation based on rumor, based on more speculation. But it's fun to do that kind of speculation. But yeah, I mean, this is the coolest thing WWE has been doing in a long time. This has been very intriguing. And I really think that's one of the main factors of SmackDown having such higher ratings these last couple weeks. I'm assuming we'll have the same kind of thing happen on the 9:30 show.
Yeah.
Because people want to see what's going to happen, what's next.
Oh, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, be the first one to jump in on it.
Unless it's a letdown.
If it's not Bray Wyatt, seriously, I'm going to have to take a break.
I'm going to burn my TV.
Anything that's wrestling, I'm done. Because you'll be doing the show by yourself.
Guess so. Well, if you have any fun speculations, let us know at any of our socials at 2wordsLTN. I'm excited.
Yeah.
This is equally exciting, but also like all the lights in my house are going to be on, and like I'm a little creeped out, to be perfectly honest, which I think is good. I think is a good thing. Matt is going to be at LTN Con next weekend.
That's correct. It'll be not next weekend, the week after.
Okay.
October 14th through the 16th.
Okay.
LTN Con in New Albany, Indiana.
So go hang out with him. Get your tickets to that. If you haven't, can you register for that online?
LTNcon.info is where you need to go for that.
Dope.
And before we go, I need to let you know September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. And Love Thy Nerd is teaming up with Tiny Warriors Child Cancer Organization to aid in their quest. Tiny Warriors funds packages filled with blankets, activities, toys, and more for kids and teens fighting cancer to bring a smile to their faces with items curated just for them. And our own community member and friend, Jason Gebeckin, founded the nonprofit organization after his daughter was diagnosed with cancer in 2021. And during his daughter's battle, she received gifts from people all over the world and wanted to share that joy with other children who are fighting the same fight. So join us in donating to Tiny Warriors this week from September 25th to October 1st. So that's our last day, October 1st, by going to lovethynerd.com/tinywarriors to help us get these care packages to kids and teens so they know they're not alone. And to learn more about Tiny Warriors Child Cancer Organization, you can visit www.tinywarriorscco.com.
So that is the 25th through the 1st, right?
So we're on the last couple days of our push
last
here.
Little bit. That's awesome. That's awesome. A
really
great,
cool stuff.
A fun way to end the show. Well, we will be back in a few weeks. I guess not while you're in LTN Con.
Yeah, we're gonna take a break. What is the next? The next show would have been the 13th, but I will be there. Like I will already be in New Albany. So
On site.
The 27th of October will be our next show. So about a month from now.
We look forward to that. But until then, we're gonna miss you. And until then, my name is John, his name is Matt, and if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.